How many times have you woken up with that feeling? The weight of a to-do list that stretches to the moon and back. You scroll through emails, you see the notifications piling up, and you freeze. You're paralyzed before you even start. It's that endless cycle of thinking, planning, analyzing, and reanalyzing. We call it paralysis by analysis, and it's the silent dream killer of our generation. I've been there. I remember spending weeks, months even, planning a project, researching every angle, tweaking every detail, waiting for that mythical, perfect moment that, spoiler alert, never came. I was so busy thinking about doing, I forgot to actually do anything. Sound familiar? The distance between your dreams and reality is called action. Think about that. Every incredible invention, every masterpiece, every life changed, it all started with a single, imperfect step. But we get trapped, we overthink, we get bogged down in the what-ifs and the maybes. And that's what we're breaking free from today. This isn't just another motivational speech. This is a battle cry. This is your wake-up call. I'm going to give you the tools, the mindset, and the kick in the pants you need to break the cycle of overthinking and unleash the power of action. We're going to conquer the why behind our overthinking, explore the incredible benefits of just doing, and then I'll give you concrete, actionable strategies you can implement right now. So, why do we get stuck in this mental loop? First, it's the fear of failure, the fear of not being perfect. We want to launch that business, write that book, start that fitness journey, but we're waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect conditions, the perfect version of ourselves. Newsflash: perfection is a myth. It's the enemy of progress. Then there's information overload. We live in a world of endless choices, endless opinions, endless how-to guides. You want to learn a new skill? Great! But instead of picking one course and starting, you spend hours, maybe days, researching the absolute best option, comparing reviews, getting lost in the details. You're drowning in information, not taking action. And often, it boils down to a lack of clarity. Vague goals are the breeding ground for overthinking. I want to be healthier is a wish. I will walk for 30 minutes 3 times a week is a plan. Specificity breeds action. Vagueness breeds procrastination. It is more comfortable to remain where we are. It's easy to sit around all day and envision ourselves being fit, writing that book, and getting that promotion. It is harder to get uncomfortable and do the reps. But here's the beautiful truth. Action is the antidote. Action is where the magic happens. First, action builds momentum. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. That first small step, that first 5 minutes of work, that first completed task, it creates a positive feedback loop. You feel a sense of accomplishment, and that fuels you to take the next step and the next. And guess what? Action reduces anxiety. That knot in your stomach, that feeling of overwhelm, it often dissipates the moment you start. Think about that email you've been dreading. The longer you put it off, the bigger it looms in your mind. But the second you hit send, instant relief. Action is a powerful stress reliever. Action provides clarity. You can't learn to ride a bike by reading a book about it. You have to get on the bike, wobble, maybe even fall a few times. But through doing, you learn, you adapt, you figure it out. The same is true for anything in life. Action is the ultimate teacher. Every time you take a step forward and make some progress, your confidence grows. You begin to believe in yourself. You foster growth. This is where real change occurs. So, how do we break free? How do we shift from thinking to doing? I'm going to give you some powerful practical strategies. First, the 5-minute rule. This is your secret weapon against inertia. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. That's it. Tell yourself, I can do anything for 5 minutes. More often than not, those 5 minutes will turn into 10, then 20, then an hour. You'll break through the resistance and get into the flow. Next, break down big tasks. Overwhelmed by a huge project? Don't try to tackle it all at once. Break it down into smaller, bite-sized pieces. Instead of write a book, start with write 1 page today. Instead of redesign the entire website, start with update the About Us section. Set realistic goals. Don't set yourself up for failure by aiming for unrealistic perfection right out of the gate. Start with small, achievable wins. Instead of lose 50 pounds, start with lose 1 pound this week. Build momentum gradually. Embrace imperfection. Find an accountability partner and put these strategies into action. The key to it all? Just start. So, let's recap. We've talked about the trap of overthinking, the power of action, and the practical steps you can take to break free. Remember the 5-minute rule, break down those big tasks, set realistic goals, and embrace the beauty of imperfect action. Now here's your challenge. Right now, after you finish watching this video, I want you to identify one thing you've been putting off. Just one. And I want you to commit to spending just 5 minutes on it today. No more excuses. No more waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The future you dream of, the healthier you, the more successful you, the happier you. It's not built on thoughts. It's built on action. Stop thinking, start doing, and make 2025 the year you unleash your full potential.